Good morning, guys, and this is Coffee with David. I apologize that I wasn't able to do the streaming. I don't really know what's going on with it. I have to figure that out. But I have it set up on YouTube to live stream, and for some reason it was saying my streaming is not available. So I will take care of that. Maybe I will have to stream from the office instead of my home. I don't know. Whatever the problem is, I'll figure it out and get it taken care of. But in the meantime, I'm here with you, and we have a scam call coming through, so I'm turning it off. But I'm here with you, and we're gonna have coffee. Got my coffee here, a big cup, and we're gonna talk. This is going to be a 30-minute time where we discuss anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be about narcolepsy. It can just be in general. It can be about narcolepsy as well. Things I want to steer away from is a lot of medical questions, like prescriptions and things like that. What should I be doing for this? My doctor said this. It's kind of a gray area. There's things within the website that I can get more into detail with. But for this 30 minutes, I just kind of want to keep it general, kind of relaxed. Something for you to come to each week on Tuesday mornings for a little bit of refreshment. Just get your day going. So with that said, I can't have any calls coming in because I'm not streaming. But I do have it set up here on Facebook for any guys that are wanting to ask questions. I'm watching there for questions to come through. I do have some questions over here that was emailed to me I'm going to address, and we'll just go from there. Some of these mornings I will have guests with me. I know my daughter will be with me soon, possibly next Tuesday morning, but exciting times, exciting things going on. So let me jump in here. With one of the first questions I've had sent to me was, have you ever fallen asleep while eating? Yes, and yes. I can remember one time in particular, we were all sitting at the dining room table. My kids were young, eating away. I can remember it was mashed potatoes and chicken, and of course gravy on the mashed potatoes. But as we were talking, the next thing I knew was my ex-wife had me by the back of the head. Well, when I had hair, had me by the back of the head, lifting my face up out of the mashed potatoes because I had a cataplexy, and I couldn't do anything. And I remember she was wiping them all off. The kids were laughing, of course. They thought it was hilarious in the beginning. But yeah, so that's one time in particular, but many times I've fallen asleep while I was eating. Next question. Your experience with Provigil. Okay, I'll just make it short and sweet. Medicines can affect different people in different ways. For me to sit here and say a particular medicine isn't good, it's not going to help you, that's wrong. I can't do that. All I can say is how it worked for me, and how it worked for me may not work for you. And just not the narcolepsy world, it's the entire world. Somebody goes to the doctor that has ADHD. A medicine might work for them that won't work for this other person. A person that has a heart condition could go on a particular medicine and it's going to work great for them, but it's not going to work for the other person. We are no different. So for me to tell you that a medicine isn't going to work for you, I can't say that. That's wrong. It's a lie, because it might, and it might not. But for me, I can tell you that Provigil was the first medicine I went on. I did not like it at all. The doctor let me know that I was going to start having some headaches, more likely because it was a side effect. And I did. The headaches were horrible. The headaches were more debilitating for me probably than the narcolepsy itself. and I ended up getting off of it. But with that said, for me, Provigil was not a good fit. For you, it may be. That's something that you have to discuss with your doctor if you're under the care of a doctor. So I'm not going to go any further with that, but that's my answer on Provigil. Let me see what's come through here. Okay, and over here. Okay, so somebody sent me this in. It says, I can't stay awake during meetings at work. What should I do? That can be tough, but it can be navigated. It depends on the situation, depends on the scenario. I can tell you for me that the job I used to have at a factory, we had our monthly meetings, monthly safety meetings. And I know not everybody has let their employer know they have narcolepsy for their own reasons, and I get it. Sometimes it's not a good idea. Sometimes it's a good idea. But at this particular place, my boss didn't know I have narcolepsy. The other workers didn't, but he knew. But at the time, everything was fine with it. My medicine was working great, so there was no issues. Except for whenever I would get into a dark, quiet area, I couldn't stay awake. And I still battle with that. But so he knew that during these meetings that if I started feeling a little bit tired, I would get up and I would kind of excuse myself to the back of the room and I would walk back and forth while listening, not disrupting, not causing a scene or anything like that. But that's what I had to do to stay awake for this meeting. And he was all right with it. So I encourage you, if you're falling asleep during the meetings, whoever is having the meeting, maybe prior you can let them know, hey, I have a little bit of trouble with staying awake. Just want to let you know I'm not paying attention to you or bored or whatever, but I may need to get up and pace a little bit. And most of the time people will work with you on that. Again, it's something that you've got to navigate with your employer. I can't tell you what the outcome is going to be. It may be great. You may be fortunate. It may not be so great. I'll just be honest with you. It's you've got to navigate it. But that's a little trick you can do. I used to also pinch myself, like my inner thighs, or maybe my inner forearms I would pinch. Just different little things like that that could stimulate me to keep me awake. I used to tap my feet a lot, and I still do that sometimes. If I start getting tired, I'll kind of tap my feet, move around a little bit. Little things like that. You've got to, if you haven't already, you've got to begin, I use the word a lot, but navigating this narcolepsy. You have to begin seeing what works for you, trying things, trying everything. If it doesn't work, don't try it again. If it works, hey, write it down, remember it, whatever, but stick with it because it may be what's going to get you through. It's all a navigation for us. Narcolepsy isn't excuse me, I'm getting ready to sneeze. Narcolepsy isn't something that just fits into a box with, you're going to have this symptom, this one, and this one. Now go on with your life. It doesn't work that way. It changes. What's something for one is not necessarily something for the other. So navigate, find out what's best for you, and go with that. Let me check here. Okay. And the next question is, do any of your kids have narcolepsy? At this point in time, no, none of my kids I know of have narcolepsy. I have one son that he tends to sleep a lot. If he has narcolepsy or not, I don't know. I'm not the type of person that I'm like, oh, Austin, you need to get checked out. You need to see what's going on. You might have narcolepsy, because our brain is a very powerful tool. If we start putting stuff into our brain, it can make our body start acting certain ways. So I feel like if he believes maybe he has narcolepsy, then he will go get checked. I don't need to say, oh, I think you have narcolepsy, because now his brain's going to start thinking that and his body's going to start acting a particular way. And I can say that with all confidence because that happened with me. When my doctor first diagnosed me, he said, okay, Dave, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. There's a good chance you're going to be disabled. There's a good chance you're not going to have a normal life. There's a good chance all of these negatives. So what happens? I was 28 years old going on full disability. I was able to stop that and get out of that. But my brain immediately started thinking, well, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And my body started responding to it. So I encourage you not to, if you have a family member that you think may have narcolepsy, watch them, and if they get to a point to where something needs to be said, say it, but don't do it until then. Okay, we don't need to be bringing more stress and things like that into people's lives. If they really feel like it's a problem, more than likely they're going to reach out about it. That's my opinion. Okay, next one. Nobody wants to help me. What should I do? Okay, before I answer this one, I'm going to take a big drink of coffee. Coffee with David. Because you're probably not going to like my answer. Some of you will, some of you won't. The ones that will like my answer, you get it and you're on the right road. In my opinion, the ones that are offended by this answer, please get over being offended and listen to me, because it's going to help you. So nobody wants to help me. What should I do? Guess what? Nobody's going to help you. I have this group to let you know there's hope. I have this website to let you know there's hope. There are people out there that love you and care about you, but ultimately, when it comes down to the bottom line, nobody cares about you except for you. If you don't go to work, that's on your shoulders. If you don't get out of bed, that's on your shoulders. If you don't seek treatment, that's on your shoulders. If you don't, and I'm not saying necessarily just doctor care, health care, I'm talking about other areas, other things to do to help yourself. If you don't seek that, that's on your shoulders. When I was at my lowest point and I tried to take my life, it was because I was feeling sorry for myself. I felt like nobody cared. I felt like my kids didn't even care, although that wasn't true. They were, I felt like nobody was there for me. I felt like, why going on? Why live my life? I got this narcolepsy. This was all stuff I was thinking in my head, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I do now. I was feeling sorry for myself. I was being a baby. Because in the end, you are all you need. You are what it's going to take to get you up out of this. So nobody wants to help you. I don't give a crap, because they don't matter. They're going to be there for a short period of time and they're going to move on. If you're depending on somebody else to get you out of this funk, if you're depending on somebody else to figure out your health, if you're depending on somebody else to help you get that job, if you're depending on somebody else for you to live, guess what? It's not going to happen. That's right, it's not going to happen. You got to depend on yourself, because you are the only one that can do this. when you're depending on somebody else and things are getting better for you, that's great. But then what happens when that person isn't there anymore? You're going to fall back down. I don't want that. I want you to realize you can do this on your own. Everything you've done, you can do on your own. It's just like, with medicine. That's why I preach for myself and for those that want to try this. Trying the narcolepsy med-free. I'm not saying everybody needs to do that, but I'm just saying that what happens one day when you can't get that medicine anymore and you've depended on that? What's going to happen to you? I say that because it happened to me. I lost my job. I lost my insurance. I couldn't get medicine. I went back downhill. And that was when I figured out that I'm going to try to do this without medicine, because I can't guarantee I'm always going to have it. But what I can guarantee is I'm always going to have myself and the things I learn along the way. So that was what I used to start climbing out of the hole. And that's ultimately how this entire thing, Narcolepsy Naturally, evolved. Was because I wanted to figure out how to do it without taking the extras. Same way you need to figure out how to do it without having the extras, meaning people, somebody to help you, because you don't need anybody. You've got yourself, you got everything you need right there inside of you. You can do this. I believe in you. If it happened for me and I'm living this life, it can happen for you. I'm not a special person. I'm not this special guy. I'm just another guy. Another guy that walking down the street, hundreds of people walk by and don't even recognize, don't even know. There's nothing special about me. I'm just another guy. You're the same way. You're just another person. You have narcolepsy, so what? You're going to make it through. We're going to figure this out together. Okay? So, to answer your question, nobody wants to help me. What should I do? You're going to figure it out on your own with the help of people within the Narcolepsy Naturally group, sharing ideas, talking, communicating, but ultimately building your relationships with real people that have narcolepsy, that are positive. I can't stress that enough, that are positive. If you're in any of these groups that are not positive, get out of them. Get out of them now. Don't look back. Get out. Because you are basically how's the saying go? The 5 people in your life you surround yourself with, that's who you're going to be. So think about those 5 people. If you have negative people, get rid of them. Go. Don't spend that time with them. Same way with these groups. If you're in negative groups, get them out of there. Don't spend time there. Okay, let me check something here. I must apologize. Okay, so I just had a question come in. It says, what helps you stay motivated and on routine? What makes me stay motivated is I know what's going to happen if I get off my routine. What makes me stay motivated is knowing that one point in my life, I was not there for my kids. I was not there for my wife. I was not there for my friends, not there for my family, because I physically couldn't be. So what makes me stay motivated to get up every day and get into the gym? It's not because I'm wanting to look a certain way. I want to be healthy. Absolutely, I have to be healthy. But working out helps me relieve stress. That stress then helps me not have my cataplexies. So I found my why, and once you find your why, that's what's going to keep you motivated to keep going each day. Why do I work out? Because I don't want the cataplexies. I don't want to fall back to where I was when I couldn't even help myself. When I couldn't even walk myself to the restroom, I had to have my ex-wife and my sister walk me. How humiliating is that? I don't want to go back. So that keeps me motivated every day. when I'm in relationships and people get frustrated because I work out so much. It's like, sorry, this is my life. I don't get to trade it in. You don't think I would like to if I could? I don't get to. So I have to do everything I can to make it function the best it can. And I know what to do. My why is I'm not going to fall back to that. I know what it's like to be like that. So that's what keeps me motivated. Routine, man, I'm definitely all about routine because I think it makes things simpler. Is that a real word? I don't know. But it makes things more simple for me being on a routine. I write stuff down. I have my, actually I'm looking right now, my huge calendar on my wall that I write stuff on. My routine, what I'm going to do, my calendar on my phone, all of that stuff. I have to stay in a routine to keep going. Okay, so I hope that answered your question there. Let me check here. Okay, so the next question, why are you charging a membership for your new website? Why am I charging a membership for my new website? Well, the reason is because, number one, I've got to eat. I would love to sit here all day and write articles, regurgitate my life to you to help you out, to help you get by. I would love to do that, and for free. But until I get some kind of, grant or nonprofit or something coming in for me to have some income on this, I have to charge a membership fee. And the membership's cheap. It's $4.99 a month. It's ridiculously cheap. That's with tax and everything, maybe $60 a year. And the stuff you're getting from this website is unreal. It's not just from me. It's from 5 other team members that have either narcolepsy or their father has narcolepsy, which is my daughter, Kennedy. And also doctor has a friends that have narcolepsy. But they're putting their input in. We're writing articles, we're doing videos, and then also I'm a life coach as well. So the stuff that I charge people, $60 an hour, packages that are actually up to over $3,000 for a package, all of that stuff, I'm giving the same stuff to the people in the membership or that are on membership for free. Not free, for $4.99 a month. Because you guys need this. I understand finances are tough. You don't have the money to go out and spend on this stuff that can really help you out. Sure, you figure out a way to spend money at the doctor's office on medicine, trying different things. I get it, but I want to make it as easy for you as I can and share everything that I've learned with you. Bottom line is you're getting a great value. I can't express it enough. 1 hour with me in my office is the same amount of money that you're paying to have an entire year of unlimited stuff. So why am I charging? That's why I'm charging, and for $4.99 a month, it's really not much of a fee. So I hope that answered your question. I know it can be a little touchy when it comes to money, but that's where I am with that, and you're welcome to respond. Let me check here, see if anything else. No, okay. So the coffee talk is 30 minutes. We are about finished for today. Like I said, I apologize that this wasn't a live stream, but it is on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it anytime. My coffee talks will all be open on Facebook to the public. They're also in membership. They're part of membership site. But this is one thing that I'm leaving open to the public also. And in the membership site, there's a lot of other videos that can't be seen by the public. So if you go to YouTube channel, you're going to see different videos that I'm beginning to add on there, but that's only a fraction of them because there's a lot more, but you don't have access to them unless you are a member. And that's just the way it is, sorry. But one last note I'd like to leave you guys on before I end today is narcolepsy is a journey. We all have something in our life. Everybody's given something in life. My father was just given a 3-year life expectancy a couple days ago. And I'm thankful I have narcolepsy, because even though it can be rough, even though there's a lot of navigating, there's still a lot of things I can do in this world to help other people. Sure, we don't know when our time is up in this life, but for us with narcolepsy, it's still open. I could walk out here in the street today and get hit by a car. This could be the last time you ever see this face, because I could be dead within the next hour. But I may not be. As far as I'm concerned, I have many, many more years to give to you guys. Now, that's me with narcolepsy. My father with his cancer diagnosis. He's got 3 years. I can't imagine everything you want to get done within 3 years. Sure, he's older, but nobody's ready to die. So when I think about that, I have to say, thank God I have narcolepsy. It could be much worse. Think about it, guys. As bad as it is, this is just something we have to navigate. And I want to always be a little bit of hope for you. I want you to be able to watch these videos and say, hey, that guy has narcolepsy and he's still living his life. He's doing things. There's hope for me. Yeah, I'm not there now, but I could be. So if it's working for him, maybe it'll work for me. There's hope. That's what I want to be for you guys. This isn't a death sentence. This is just another part of you. You're not narcolepsy. Narcolepsy's not you. It's just a part of the special person you are. Today I want to leave you guys with that thought is narcolepsy is not you. It's just a small part of the special person you are. Right now it may seem like the big part. It may seem like your entire world. Because quite frankly, it may be. I was there, I understand. But just keep in your mind, keep in your heart that hope that it won't always be like that. It can be better for you. All right? You guys remember that. It's not you. It's just part of the special person you are. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this coffee talk. I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. It will, I can't guarantee it'll be a live stream. If it's not a live stream, it'll definitely be a video, but I will get that live streaming part worked out. You guys have a great day, have an amazing day. Hold the door open for somebody today. Say hello to somebody. Don't go past anybody without saying hello. Make that a goal today, because the kinder you are to other people, the happier it's going to make yourself. Even if that person doesn't respect you, if they're looking at you like, who's this freak holding the door open for me? So what? You just got your reward. You got your gift because you did something nice for somebody else. Hold it in your heart. Have a good day, guys. I love you. I'm out of here. Take care.